Is Donald Trump embracing crypto for the first time? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Blockcast Podcast channel. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe while you're here. We want to have you guys interacting with us, and stay tuned to the end of the video to get my final thoughts on this specific article that we're going to dive into here. We'd love to hear from you guys and what you guys think as well. So as always, like we always do, I'm going to go ahead and read through this article and then give you my synopsis at the end. Before I do, I want to play this video where Donald Trump was recently on, I believe, CNBC. Yep. And he was making more positive remarks about crypto. When he was in presidency and Bitcoin was brought up, Trump was not very optimistic, I think, or enthusiastic about Bitcoin becoming a new global currency. He's very pro-dollar. He's very old school. That's fine. That's great. But technology moves forward and Bitcoin's continue to move forward. And what I like is the fact that he's actually kind of shifted his mindset a little bit now. He's accepted that Bitcoin and crypto are a reality. He's made money with them. He's selling sneakers. He's selling NFTs. He's made a good profit with Ethereum as well. He seems to better understand it. And I think alongside the dollar, I think he's okay with it existing. So I want to play this video for you real quick, and then we'll jump into the article.
I noticed that so many of them were paid for with this, with the new currency. That it is that. It's a new cryptocurrency. And I couldn't believe the amount. And I'm saying, this thing has really, and other things I do, people are using it. And, I would be, I'm very much a traditionalist. I like staying with the dollar. You know that from when I was there. It's make the dollar the choice. I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to.
He makes a very good point there. People are using it, right? So the fact that people are actually utilizing it makes all the difference in the world, in terms of, I think, his mindset of whether or not, if he becomes president again, and it's looking more and more like it every single day, how he's going to react to it. Is he going to enforce strict regulations on crypto? Is he going to be more lenient? Is he going to create opportunities? Is he going to open up the U.S. and realize liquidity that could come into the U.S. economy by, making a friendlier ecosystem for crypto in the U.S.? I think he's kind of moving that direction. And the fact that
go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a.
Yeah. So he's also talking about the standard that exists with the US dollar. And that's also very important for the US economy, and all that stuff plays a critical factor into the next president that comes in, because the dollar is losing tremendous value to the Chinese yuan and to the BRICS allied nations. They're dominating globally right now and growing tremendously fast. So the dollar's staying power is really threatened. And because it's being threatened right now, you need someone, that really understands that coming into office, and that also understands, how to bolster the dollar, how to bolster the US economy. Crypto could be something that's very healthy for the US dollar, especially when you have liquidity trading back and forth. So he wants to keep that intact. I think he better understands crypto and Bitcoin, and I think he understands there's a place in the US economy for it. And if people are using it, there's probably a way to make money off of it in his mind. So let's switch back over to the article. I'm going to go through it real quick, give you my thoughts at the end, like always. All right. So Mr. Trump's view on cryptocurrencies has notably shifted from skepticism to recognizing their value for payments. In a recent interview on March 11th, the ex-president and presidential candidate mentioned he has allowed payments in Bitcoin, marking a significant change from his earlier view of Bitcoin. So he's even accepting it himself. Trump shared that he has found profit in the crypto world despite not owning Bitcoin directly. He also noted the practical application of cryptocurrencies and transactions, especially highlighting that limited edition sneakers he sold were often bought in what he calls crazy new currencies. Crazy new currencies. Kind of like it. Catchy. This venture saw a pair of sneakers sell for an astonishing $450,000 with many purchases made in cryptocurrency. Those sneakers were legit, by the way, like all gold too. Damn, those were nice. So despite warming up to digital currencies for transactional purposes, Trump remains a staunch supporter of the US dollar, of course, emphasizing its importance as the world's leading currency. Wouldn't expect any less from Mr. Trump. He stressed that losing the dominance of the US dollar would be akin to losing a crucial battle, showing his commitment to maintaining the dollar's supremacy while accepting cryptocurrencies in a regulated setting. This balanced perspective underscores a cautious yet open approach to integrating digital currencies into the economy, like I mentioned before, without compromising the traditional financial system. All key things. How do you integrate the two together for a better system overall? The introduction of a payment category by Binance listing several cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Litecoin, reflects a growing trend towards using digital currencies for payments, hinting at their potential role in future financial markets. Well, good for you, Binance. You're not the point for this article. Anyways, I think it's great. Again, I'm not, going to posture and say that I'm anti-Trump or pro-Trump. Like, again, I'm a pragmatist. In terms of what's good for the country right now, it's not Joe Biden. Okay, it's not. The Democratic Party, I think, has enough time in office. The pendulum has swung too far to the left, and it's going to swing back to the right. That's just kind of the way of things. We saw that happen multiple different times in the Bush era to Obama, then the Obama era to Trump, and now it swung to Biden, and then it's probably going to swing back to Trump. Trump is leading in all the polls generally. All right, he's doing really well. As long as he doesn't, blow himself up and say something stupid, he probably will be the next president if it's him versus Biden. I don't think the Democratic Party wants to put up another candidate other than Biden right now. But there's also the interesting third player in this dogfight, and that is RFK. I like him very much, to be honest. I think he's the best presidential candidate of the three, the most presidential, the best in terms of public relations, geopolitical relations, and being able to bring an era of peace and understanding, new age tech, innovation, growth. I think he'd be very good for America too. So 2 out of the 3 options I think will be good for the US economy and good for crypto. So I'm hoping for either of the two. Just please, not Biden. But let's assume it's Trump. Let's assume Trump wins. With him taking a more positive stance, he's likely to actually, get some of these agencies to back off. Him being an entrepreneur, him being a business owner, him doing so well for so many years and having that track record, he understands where value lies. And I think he realizes there's tremendous value in Bitcoin and crypto for transactional purposes, for digital assets, for tokenization, as standalone assets like Bitcoin, as payment rails. There's a lot of things. And new things are popping up every single day because of blockchain as a technology. So if we get Trump as president, I do see a lot of this stuff easing up in the US. The SEC will get defunded, will back off. You'll see more innovation again. You'll see VC money pour back into the US. I think that's what would happen. And I'm kind of optimistic that it's going to probably be Trump. We could have an outsider. We could get RFK if Trump blows himself up. But if it was today, Trump would probably win. So that's what to look for in terms of how things might shake up for the US economy in terms of crypto and Bitcoin. And I do see over the next 4 years, at least, crypto becoming a little bit more friendly in the US and maybe a lot more companies moving back, lawsuits getting dropped, agencies defunded, and that liquidity, that capital starting to pour back into the US, because it's just sad that the US has probably the biggest crypto economy in the world, and it's slowly getting depleted, and people are moving to other jurisdictions that are way more friendly, that are going to tax them less, that are going to regulate them less, that are not going to go after them, sue them for every little tiny minuscule thing, or get overlooked for the big ones too. Like geez, the fact that Gary Gensler completely missed FTX is mind boggling, but I think there's other things that were going on there with money laundering for not just criminals, but US officials, criminals, and Ukraine and so much. We're not going to dive in and turn this into a conspiracy episode, but bottom line is Trump is winning in the polls. Trump is very likely to be the next president, and he's becoming very slowly pro crypto. So that's good for the economy. That's my takeaway from the article. And that's good for crypto in the US. So leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to know what you think. Make sure to also like and share this with someone else if you think this is a very valuable video or interesting or might benefit someone else. And then subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you for the next video. Cheers.